Hello, everyone, and good morning. Today is the Rediscover Your Stash monthly hop. This month's product focus is washi tape. All the washi tape. We know you have it in your stash, and we are going to show you all kinds of tips and tricks to use it on your pages today. In the description box below, you will find a whole lineup of other members of the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group that are sharing their tips and tricks for using washi. So I'm going to use a couple go-tos today. The first go-to I'm going to use is I've gone through my stash and grabbed some white cardstock scraps. You can see these are all different sizes. They're not full papers. They're just, and it's not even like good cardstock. It's just random white scraps that were in my scrap basket. So I grabbed them, and then I grabbed all the washi tapes from Main Character Energy from Shamel, because I'm going to be using my Main Character Energy to create my layout today. And I thought that this would be a perfect time to use up some of the washi from that washi collection. So I'm going to fill all these white sheets of cardstock with washi tape. Now, I ended up with lots of leftover cardstock pieces covered in washi, which is perfectly fine with me. I put it into my in with my other Main Character Energy supplies, and now I have these kind of already ready to go sheets of striped pattern paper that I can use for anything next time I use my collection. The only really important word of advice I have for you with regard to making washi tape paper, as it were, is this part right here. So washi tape tends to want to be a little bit repositionable. Also, and this is kind of important, I'm dealing with American craft washi tapes, which for whatever reason decide that they don't like to stick very well. So I have a Teflon bone folder, and first of all, when I put the washi tape down, I pushed it down really good. Then I'm going over all of these papers with my Teflon bone folder and really pushing that washi into the white cardstock, giving it extra pressure so that the washi tape will stay stuck. And it works. It works really well. I really recommend this tip, no matter really where your washi comes from, because washi, as a general rule, is made to be more repositionable and not necessarily permanent. Then I did some die cutting. So I got these cute little scalloped circle die cuts or metal dies, and I die cut my washi tape. And I'm going to initially put my thickers on these washi taped flowers. But as you can obviously see, they blended in way too much. So I'm going to change that up a little bit and actually go ahead and die cut loads more of these scalloped circle dies. So my scalloped circles are from Echo Park. They're like nesting scallop circles, and they're no longer available. But I just put the die through my die cut machine and with the washi tape paper, just like you would regular pattern paper in your die cut machine, and it cuts beautifully. The washi tape doesn't lift. I think that's because I used the Teflon bone folder and really give it pressure before I put it through the die cut machine. Once I die cut all the flower shapes, I'm going to get started on my layout. So today's layout, this is going to come together really quick because I am using one of the layout ideas from Shamel's Half and Half class. This class is one of my absolute favorite classes of hers. There are so many great layout suggestions, and I really love it. It's one that I kind of keep coming back to when I need a bit of a creative push or a little bit of an out of the box idea for a layout, right? Like these layouts are really, the layouts in this class are really kind of out of my wheelhouse. They stretch me creatively, but they stretch me creatively in such a way that it also seems like fun, and it's kind of, I don't want to say simple, but easy, right? So I was really needing an easy layout, a really easy layout design. And so that's what I went for. I chose these 2 papers from Main Character Energy. We're going to use Main Character Energy for this whole layout today. I will link that class up in the description box. And if I can find all the things I use from Main Character Energy, including the washi, I'll link that up too. I am going to triple map my photos. So I have this beautiful sunshine yellow paper, and then I have the purple kind of tone-on-tone crosshatch paper, and then I have an orange paper there. These were papers I just had already cut into, so they weren't full sheets, because I'm going to be adding lots of multiple colors to the layout. So as long as the papers I matted my photos in were tone-on-tone and were part of this collection, it didn't matter which patterns I used. To me, any one of them would have worked. So I went ahead and grabbed 3 that I'd already cut into and just had, larger scraps of in my stash. While I was die cutting all of the flowers, I cut enough white scallop circles to move my title over. So that makes the title be a little more readable. And I'm going to put it on the darker half of my page so that it is, easy to see. So my title, and it's a little hard when I'm messing with it right now, but they don't end up being that much of a, up and down. All the shapes and the notebook half of my page is getting inked up with Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. No, not Vintage Photo, Hickory Smoke. I'm so used to saying Vintage Photo that's what I say every time now. No, this is Hickory Smoke. But you can see here how that title is going to work out. I really did want to put it on my washi scalloped circles, but it wasn't very readable, so I went with the white instead. And our title is going to be Free Hugs. And the 3 photos that are there are of my brother, who was dressed up as a pickle, and he was bear hugging my son, who is 23, and my son lost it. Like, he just, if you get to the close-ups, like, he is right in the face. He is laughing so hard. And I'm so glad that I was able to capture that moment because it was too funny. So I die cut these circles in 2 different sizes, big and small. And I'm going to start with the small ones. And what I'm basically going to do is just fill that whole center section with all of these scalloped circles, including the washi ones. Once I have all of my scalloped circles into place, I'm going to grab a little bit more washi and add it to the top of all of my photos. This is something that I really like to use washi for. It's not great for stash busting because you're only using a little bit, but it adds just that little pop of fun and color to just about every page. So as long as you have some washi that coordinates with the other products you're using, you can add a washi to every page you make just by adding a little bit to the top of your photos. It always adds this like nice whimsical scrapbooky feel to it, right? Like old school scrapbook feel. So I really enjoy doing that. For embellishments, we are going to keep things so simple, super simple. I'm just going to add some of the Main Character Energy puffy stickers. And I added a little puffy sticker that says the details. You can kind of see it there. I'm going to add my journaling below that sticker right on my background paper, which I never do, but we have notebook background paper with lines, which is perfect. So I don't even need to worry about like a dedicated journaling spot. I can just write my little bit of journaling right there under the puffy sticker, add my date stamp, and we are good to go. So once I have all the little puffy stickers added that I want to add, the last little detail is going to be sequins. The sequin mix I'm using is called Dramatic, and it was designed by me for Spiegel Mom Scraps to match main character energy perfectly. I am not sure if it's sold out or not. If it's still available in the shop, though, I will link it up in the comments below so you can grab it. There's actually 2, Dramatic and Joyful, that I designed to go with this collection. And it is like the perfect little package of gorgeous sparklers. Perfect for when your enamel dots run out. And here is all of the close-ups from this layout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to head down below and check out all of the amazing washi tape inspiration today during this hop, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.